2025 for Afrobeat artists is a year of much collaboration and senior collaborations. So that is something I got to understand. We're going to be seeing a lot of collaborations in 2025. Based on what I'm seeing, Don Jazzy and Olamide working in the studio on collaboration. Remember that in 2015, these guys, they had issues at the Headies, and that actually escalated that the likes of Dangote stepped in to reconcile them, and somehow this guy, they've actually squashed the beef, and now they are moving on a new chapter. That is what it is right here. We got a lot to actually speak. We have Davido in the studio with Chris Brown and a lot of others, and we need to talk about it because Chris Brown actually started Davido in the studio, and that was really interesting at the time. What is your own take about all of this? What do you think about Nigerian Afrobeat industry or music industry? I want you to put your own comment in the comment section so that you can have a glimpse at what you feel. Before I jump right into the videos, I want to say thank you guys for always watching my videos, and thank you for the love so far. You can share my videos across social media platforms. Be a part of it. Click, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, click the subscribe button. Trump imposes 14% tariff on Nigerian exports to the US. This is actually disturbing at the time, and a lot of people are saying this is extensive to digital export. That is, Spotify will actually increase the tariff on Nigeria, especially when you have much US audience. That is what it is. Remember that on other platforms like YouTube, you pay 30% of tax to the US for all the streams, all the views you got from the US audience. That is something you need to understand for a lot of people that does not understand these things so far. And some people are really showing concern around this, and this is all interesting. According to a report, the newly introduced 14% tariff marks a significant shift in the US-Nigerian trade relation, with the US government citing an ongoing trade imbalance. According to Trump administration, Nigeria imposes 27% tariff on US, exports, a disparity the US claims has long been determined to American business and consumers. Now they are bringing 14% to Nigerian export. That is actually going to help to balance the trade. Not be say you will collect from us, so we need to collect from you. As you dey tax us, we go see tax you. As Tinubu love tax to actually build Nigeria, they go still tax us to build America. That is what Donald Trump government is actually saying about all of this. Right now, how does it affect a lot of us? That is the question many people are really asking. Digital export, a lot of us are streaming YouTube, a lot of us are streaming Spotify, Apple, and the rest. These are platforms that are really foreign to an extent. Most of them are being owned by the US tech company. That is something you need to understand about that. But right now, that is going to actually increase the prices. That is one thing I got to understand. A lot of artists that are really having US audience, they are going to pay more tariff and taxes before they can remit to them. When people hear streams on stream platforms, they are quick to say, this guy, they make money. But there are several factors that will hinder somebody from not making much money as a result of streams on Spotify, Apple Music, and the rest. One is tariff, and that is digital tariff and all those things. Another one is copyright issues, sampling issues, and the rest. I don't want to dive that because I have a video that actually did explain that. But right now, we are talking about how is it going to affect a lot of artists out there, especially some artists with US audience. It's going to affect them big time. That is something I got to understand. And it's high time Nigeria started, kind of building platforms and all those things where are not just okay. These are supposed to be platforms where we have streams and stream services and the rest. Where are those platforms? Those days too exclusive and all those kind of things. They are supposed to be platforms where we stream music. That is something I keep saying from time to time, because if you don't do that, these Oyibo people, they're not going to come do them for us. They go do them, we're going to pay for the services. But some people are saying that it's too expensive to actually have in Nigeria based on the requirements, based on the money involved. So we should start, gingering all those kind of billionaires like $10, like Adele Hidem, like Dangote, Lumelu, and other people to have a way to invest in this particular industry. Money deal, that is something I need to tell you guys. Another banger coming in from Rema called About You. April 11th, that is this month, is going to drop, and he has actually made a preview of that particular song. I think Rema is turning fast into a bad boy right now based on the intro he's actually using to promote his sounds. Let's catch a glimpse.
In the morning talking about you and about you. Yo, makeup always too slick, no curly.
What is your own take about this? I want you to put your own comment in the comment section. What do you expect from Rema? I'm getting something right now. Rema did an experimental album called His. The style of songs in that album was like trying to reconnect back to the old ways of Afrobeat. That's danceable and speedy Afrobeat sounds and the rest. But because of the pursuit of the Western validations, I think a lot of people, they've drifted away from the core of Afrobeat. That is something a lot of us are really seeing right now. Rema did something about that, but a lot of people didn't flow with that album, although it got a Grammy nomination, but I didn't really flow with that album, because when you check right now, most of the songs in that album, they are not really making impact on stream platforms right now. I think Rema is quickly going back to the old ways of making it sounds the way we know Rema, and this time around is putting a lot of flavor in it. But do you feel that Rema is a big four? That is a question I keep asking from time to time. But based on statistics and based on achievements, Rema desire to be a big four. That is what I keep saying at the time. Rema, Charlie Poppy, these guys, they need to do something for the Edo music industry. I think they should start grooming and signing artists from Edo State. That is one thing I'm really begging of these guys. Davido was actually started in the studio by Chris Brown, and a lot of people can really talk about that based on what they are seeing right now. Davido in the studio recording song, and Chris Brown actually busted in the studio and was like, it was all interesting sight. These guys, they've actually maintained a great relationship. I think it has yielded more results than ever. That is something I feel about that, because when you check Chris Brown getting a Grammy nomination into Afrobeat category, yes, I feel that the relationship he had with Davido actually helped that. Let's catch a glimpse.
Waiting you giving me your bet. Waiting you giving me your bet. Waiting you giving me your bet. It's too dark in here, man. Yeah, see, your first one is good here. I can't see nothing. How are you? Good, man. What's good? Shit, Bob. Hey, how are you? Pleasure. I recorded some shit. I love you. I love you too, shit. I see you doing your thing. Yeah, I'm coming. Yeah, do your thing. Have fun, my Olua. I'm gonna be right here. Olua.
When you check the background, you will see Tenny in that particular studio. I think something is cooking between these guys. And a lot of people are now projecting that Tenny may be having a remix with Chris Brown on her song Money. That is what a lot of people are really saying. But this time around, having Davido in the studio, I think they are really having something that they are going to drop on us anytime soon. Don Jazzy and Olamide in the studio. These guys used to be enemies at the time, from the days of Headies, where Olamide didn't agree with Don Jazzy on the decision of the Headies, and that escalated. That almost caused Headies his reputation in the music industry, but they were quickly reconciled by the likes of billionaire Dangote, and a lot of others stepped in and all those things and say, you guys now big boys now, don't they invest, they make money, But fast forward today, these guys are in the studio working on something. What do you expect from Don Jazzy and Olamide? I want you to put your own expectation in the comment section so that we can have a glimpse at that. Before I jump off, I want to say thank you guys for watching our videos and thank you for the love so far. If you are new here, you can click the subscribe button below and the bell notification icon to always get notifications each time we upload our videos.